Okay. Now we're recording, right?
Yes.
Alright. Hello, y'all.
Hi, everyone.
Hey. It's us again, and we just want to do a review today on a subject of... I actually played the game before I actually knew the story. And we are talking about for the PS2 and my son, back when he was younger. He wanted to play with me, so we decided, okay, yeah, I mean, you know, it was a sparring dueling game for the PS2 at the time.
And it was a fighting game.
Yes, it was a fighting game
of robots battling each other.
Right. I knew a little bit of it, but I did not know what it was about or what the storyline was, but I did like playing the game, and so did Colton. It was something that we could do together. So Colton told me that he was going to get this in the mail, and we're going to watch it, so this way we can actually understand it years later, of course.
And that is, of course, Mobile Suit Gundam Seed. The anime show.
Right. Which it did air here in the United States. I cannot tell you what time frame because I don't know. But I know it did come on. When was this cartoon made?
It was made in the year 2002.
Okay, this come out in 2002. The movie, and then the game come out a couple years later.
Which was 2004.
Okay.
And there are other versions of Mobile Suit Gundam Seed from the PS2 game, but the one that I'm talking about is the one from 2004, which is the fighting game.
Right, the fighting game. This has to do with a person named Athrun and Kira?
Athrun Zala and Kira Yamato, and this is them here. This is Athrun Zala, and this is Kira Yamato.
Now,
and these two both pilot, well, Kira here pilots the Strike Gundam, but when it has all of the armor on, it's called L Strike when he has the jetpack on. But when he has the big sword, it's called Sword Strike. But when he has the launcher, it's called Launcher Strike. But then, when the strike got destroyed, it's now been replaced with this Gundam here, which is called the Freedom Gundam. But for Athrun's mobile suit is called the Aegis Gundam. And when his mobile suit has been destroyed, it's now been replaced with this mobile suit here, which is called the Justice Gundam.
the Justice Gundam. So we watched this from the very first one to the end of, what is it, 50 episodes?
50 episodes, yes. Plus 2 movies, but we didn't watch the
Yeah,
two.
we haven't seen them. We just seen the clips 1 through 50 of how this story progresses, and you have to put it on the English version to understand it. That is a must. But as far as this right here, I have to say that this is one of the best story written, thought out storylines of these two best friends, and what literally happens in war. How war can turn two best friends into two worst enemies that are set to destroy each other. But as you watch it, you'll understand it'll come back to the full circle, as from the middle to the end. Like I said, we played the game before we actually watched the series, so I understood a little bit about it, but I wasn't sure until we watched the entire episodes 1 through 50. Then we understood exactly what they were talking about, because if you play the game, you kind of lost until you watch this, and then it makes more sense. The mobile suits and the Gundams that Colton has been putting together, which we're going to take a look at here in a minute, reflects a bunch of what's in this movie compared to what he's put together. And like I said, we played this on the PS2 years ago.
And there's a lot of references from the PS2 game to this.
Right. Because you'll see a little ball with wings and it won't make no sense. Unless you watch this, then it makes sense. So, as far as this right here, I have to say, I really enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, because all of the characters in this show has like a lot of
depth
in them.
A lot of depth. There's a lot of characteristics in each one of the characters, and as you follow the storyline, they tell you exactly who each person is, and it goes off the deep end sometimes, but it comes back full circle and it makes good sense. This is basically a story of how, like I said, how two friends can become two worst enemies and then bent on killing each other, and then they come back as friends and they fight as a team. But you have to watch it to understand it has a lot of depth in it as far as the mobile suits.
And the characters.
Right.
But besides just being robots fighting each other.
Right. This does have some language in it.
Not a lot of language, just a little bit.
Yeah, every now and then. I do not see no rating on this, so I don't know what the rating is. So
I don't know if this is like a rated R show.
Yeah, we don't know what the rating is. We know that we watched it, and it basically has a little bit of profanity in it, not much, but here and there. So, but yeah, there. Like I said, as the story goes, you can feel you cheering for one person or the other, hoping that they would see the brighter side to everything. And as the story goes on, you just start getting more and more immersed into the story, and then you're like, and when something shocking happens, you do not expect it, because there's no warning for it at all.
Right.
It just happens, and then it's like your jaw's like, what just happened? And then you literally have to back up and you have to say, okay, this happened, and then you have to follow the story from there. So it's real easy to keep a track of, but you have to start from the very first one all to 50 episodes, so this way you can all see the correct timeline and how everything falls in place. From the characters to the mobile suits themselves, because they each have a story. So, what else do you want to say about this, Colton?
I, like you said, really enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
Because, like I told y'all, this has a lot of references to the PS2 game.
This is one of the best mobile suits. Now, don't get me wrong, I haven't not watched the rest of the I've seen a little bit of the Gundam Wing, but I would have to watch it through the very first to the very end to understand what's going on there. I've seen little bits and parts. This one here, I watched from the very beginning to the very end.
And speaking of Gundam Wing, we actually have a VHS tape of Mobile Suit Gundam Wing, but the one we have only has 4 episodes in it.
4 episodes, and we're talking about VHS. We're talking about VCR tape. So that tells you how long ago this is. This is, of course, DVD.
But we did play the game of Gundam Wing on PS1.
Yeah, it's different. Big jump from PS1 to PS2, and now we got PS5. So I don't know anything about it. So
I'm not really like a gamer, like a big gamer collector. I'm more of a toy collector.
Yeah, so we just wanted to touch up on this, and we are fixing to spin the camera around, and we will show the rest of what we have. This is one reason why he's been putting some of these Gundams together. We still have more to collect. Mine is, and I know y'all don't know, but it's Buster.
Buster Gundam.
Buster Gundam, because
from this show.
Because he's got a big gun, and he can put it together in a bunch of different ways and make a big cannon. But anyway, I do like. There was something always about that attracted me to Buster, and now I understand why. But I had to watch this to understand. I don't know. But first, we made a mistake when we played the game, so we was kind of left lost on who these characters were. But then we watch this, and we understand exactly how the characters fall in line with the PS2 game. So with that said, we're going to turn the camera around. We're going to show you why he's been putting some of these Gundams together, so this way we can reference, because he told me when it was coming in that we're going to watch it, and we did, and I'm glad I did, and I'm glad that we watched it together,
because Gundam Seed here holds a special place in my heart.
So it was one of the fighting games that Colton wanted to years ago join in, and me and him played it, and he loved it. So we just wanted to get more information on it, so we got more information on it, and here we are. So anyway, this is one of the best Gundam series. Now, I don't know much about them, but from what I've seen from this, it's worth checking out other series. That's for sure. So anyway, with that said, we're going to pass the camera around. We're going to turn it around. We're going to take a look at the rest of what we have on the table, so we can complete this video. Hey, what's up, y'all? We turned the camera around, and here we are.
And here's most of the Gundam model kits that I have.
Off of this series.
Off of Mobile Suit Gundam Seed.
Right.
And as you can tell, I have reviewed 3 of these. And that is the Strike Gundam, the Raider Gundam, and Calamity Gundam here. And you may have also noticed that I have 2 newer model kits that I did not made a build video of, because back then I didn't had a YouTube channel back then, but these are the 2 that I had before I did not start it.
So anyway, what's the name of those two?
But these two that I have is the mobile Jin here, and this is the mobile Segui.
The mobile. Okay, so this is Jin.
Yes.
And this is Segui.
Yes.
Okay. Was this the one where what's his name was piloting, or is that just like an elite trooper? I know that a soldier would pilot this one.
And also another soldier would pilot this.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
But there was also the other guy that had the mask on him, and I forgot his
name. It'll come to you. It's all right. The video right here. Let me see if I can go ahead and that face right there. Actually, reference if you want to know what that face reference to is the Gundam here. That is the face of this one right here of the Strike Gundam, which has different molds. He has the L Strike Gundam, then he has the Strike Gundam, then
and the Strike Gundam is the one where he doesn't have all that armor on him.
he has knives.
All he has is knives.
Like knife daggers. Like knife daggers. And then the launch, is there a launcher strike?
Yes.
And he's the one with the gun.
Yes.
Okay. It goes from strike dagger to launcher Strike Gundam. Then it goes to L Strike Gundam.
And also Sword Strike.
And also Sword Strike Gundam. Forgot that.
And that right there behind the L Strike Gundam is the Freedom Gundam, where it's an upgrade to the Strike here. Because in the show, the Strike was all damaged.
Yeah. Now, to give you some reference of these two guys right here, these two guys in the movie, as you watch, are piloted by crazy people. They are literally crazy.
And also the Forbidden Gundam. Because the Forbidden Gundam is also piloted by one of the
crazy persons.
Crazy.
And you'll see what we mean if you watch it. It's something else. They always get in each other's way, but I mean, yeah. But you have to watch it to understand it. Now, each one of these we put together, pretty much, except for this one and this one here that wasn't done. But these right here, the L Strike Gundam and the Raider and the Calamity was all put together, and this is what we have so far as the Gundam Seed mobile suit line. As far as getting them in box, putting them together step by step, then Colton takes it one step further and hand paints them and put panel lines on them where they need to go. Now, you don't have to go to that extreme. This is just something that my son loves to upgrade and do himself. Because he knows that it can look better with him doing it than stickers. So, each one of these have movements in the arms, in the wrist, in the legs, in the knees, in the head can turn, in the articulation. As far as a model kit, these are way better than what I remember having model kits, because we had glue that we had to mess with and stuff like that. But anyway, the technology as far as making them look good and having articulation in today's time works, because all you do now is pretty much snap them in. It's like putting together a puzzle.
And also putting together Legos.
Yeah.
Except, I did used to like building Legos, but now I got like really tired of them, because all of the parts look exactly the same. But I like building model kits a lot better.
You know, so it's like putting together a puzzle, and we go through it step by step. You have to go to our Gundam review channels and issues that we've done, because we go step by step. Colton goes step by step through each process to build the next Gundam. This right here we do not have a cover for, but we have the game.
PS2 game.
Ooh, I got him. Just gonna put him right there.
Some of these don't like
stand up real well. You have to play with them to get them to balance just right.
And here's the PS2 game. And like I said, this is not the actual cover. This is just something that I made.
Yeah.
Here.
So this way we knew what it was. So.
But if I open it up, there's the game right there for PlayStation 2. And this game that I've played is called Battle Assault 3 featuring Gundam Seed. And this right here is where you would like insert the little memory card, and it actually says it right there.
Yeah.
Really love this game, and I still do.
Oh.
Oh, and also the pilot that pilots the mobile Segui, and also it gets upgraded to the Providence Gundam, which is piloted by the same person that pilots this.
Yeah.
Also has like, and
to follow him in that story, as it progresses, you don't understand exactly where he fits in. You have to literally watch it all the way to the end, and then the story finally reveals himself of why he did what he did.
And he also has like another person that he does fight, and that is a person named Mu LaFlaga.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because that guy and Mu LaFlaga like both met when they were.
No, they were actually. Yeah. I'd have to. The mascot was a clone, I believe. So anyway, This right here, like I said, are the mobile suits that we have off of this line right here. And it has awesome articulation as far as model kits and stuff like that. The arms can go up and down, the knees can bend, the head is more or less on a ball joint. So it's just awesome. We do this guy right here transforms, and he has like talons that he can grab one of the mobile suits with, besides just being a crazy person piloting him. And you'll see if you watch it, because man, they really freak out. They really freak out. They were supposed to be sent to destroy the Freedom Gundam.
And also the Justice.
Yeah. The Justice. And it's just a good story. Each character has their own storyline. And then as the movie progresses, then you start to see how each one of their storylines falls in with the bigger picture.
Right.
So, I think that is about it as far as this. There are more Gundam model kits coming. So this is what we just had. We just got finished with this series right here. So we figured that we would do a video on it. A video saying a little bit about what our experience was watching this 1 through 50, and putting together a bunch of these model suit Gundam models from the Seed line. And so that is about it. Give us your opinion if y'all like Gundam Seed, and if y'all watched it, let us know what y'all think of it. I think it's one of the best dramatic films as far as the Gundam line. I liked it, but you have to get it put in English. They have subtitles there. They have, what is it, Japanese? Japan?
Japanese. Yes.
Japanese, and they got a couple others. So you definitely have to put it on English to understand. But once you start getting off into it, it starts picking up the pace rather quick from the very first one. And as it progresses, it gets faster and faster with more and more intensity to it.
Right.
So that's all I got to say about it. I'm going to let Colton finish it up and take us on out of here.
So I think that's about it. So there you have the review of Mobile Suit Gundam Seed. The DVD collection and the game for PS2, and also the model kits here. And if you like this video, give us a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you want to check out some other videos you may have missed, there's a playlist set up on my YouTube channel.
And there is a playlist for Gundams, because there's a lot of them from different series. This is just one of them.
Right. So I think that's about it. So thanks for watching.